Everyone we see is a reflection of us. I'm going to tell you a story about when I was a teenager in high school. And I don't need to go into too much detail about prior or after, but I was there with a group of mates down at the beach. We'd all been drinking. And I think I was drinking rum in this case. Rum with Coke or whatever it was. And we went out to the sandbank, and there was a sandbank out there and standing on it. But the rip was quite heavy. It was quite hard, especially here in WA. And that day, and that time, I was overweight. I was quite heavy. I was a big teenager. I swam out because we were all standing out there having drinks. Now, they all decided to swim back in, my friends that is, and I was coming. But because I'd been drinking, I was struggling a little bit. And I started noticing myself being pulled out further and further while trying to not spill my drink or get it in the water. And I noticed myself drifting further and further away from shore. And I saw all my friends starting to pack up and walk away. I think at that time, I don't know what was going through my mind because I'd been drinking, but I don't think it was one of, I'm getting back. But there was an underwhelming feeling that I know I could do it. I believed in, I will get back. I didn't panic, nothing like that. You see, what happened then was bigger waves came, and it started pushing me back in because I started to wave ride it. I know for a fact that that day I was saved from either my own manifestations and higher self creating the waves, but I believe Mother Gaia and a higher power, it doesn't matter who, it saved me that day. Was I the initiator of it? Did I say I need help getting back? Maybe. Did they help me because they knew something more? And then when I got to the beach and I walked back up, still with drink in hand, all my friends were saying, where was I? They thought I had gone because they couldn't find me. And then we all packed up and left and went on. It's a simple story, but the things that go through my mind, I think when you start to unravel certain things about your life, about going into what is the true course of reality, I'm pretty sure that you come across certain resistors or darknesses. And one of mine, and I'm happy to share this, is sometimes I question that day. Did I actually make it back? Because I don't remember drowning. And I think I would. But here's the thing. I go through life and I see certain things. You meet people, are they trying to give me hints or clues or certain areas like that? I saw someone with a Bundaberg tattoo. in the place that I worked. I keep going back to the beach and I keep seeing certain things, and is that just life's way of trying to test me, test my mental resolve? And possibly. But what is difficult is when you try to fathom the idea of, are these thoughts positive in nature? Are they negative? Or is life trying to tell me one way or the other? For you see, if I am focused on did I die or did something happen, then isn't that not just the way of the Matrix trying to keep you locked in a prison? But then I will always second guess and say, well, what if it is true? What if something did happen and I just haven't seen it? Or I've had to go through all of these different awakenings to verify something did. And maybe it didn't. These are the problems of the minds that people are faced with. And you see, when you have these thoughts or these things, it can be anyone. I wonder if anyone else has the same, because I live daily with these thoughts. They're not positive or negative for me, but they're all plausible because I can't prove it and I can't deny it. So I accept its existence. But you see, I think sometimes they find a way to make you think a certain belief or a certain structure, and you find your way out of it. There are certain helpful clues and hints and people around that help you out. And if you can sit down and observe it and analyze the event and the situation about what it means emotionally from a thought or an energy form, it's powerful because you're starting to witness the situation. Our minds are an impressive tool. We don't know the true capabilities of what they can harness, or what the opposition to evolution can do to trigger you. I can't put it past all of that. So yeah, that is one of my daily struggles. I don't see it as a negative. I see it as that I'm on the right path, because if I did, and it did happen, then let's keep going and make the most of what this is. And if it didn't, then it just proves to the point that regardless of what they do or an attack or what it is, you can overcome it. If you are not afraid of the situation, you don't go into your mind into a fear-based analysis because you're afraid of it. But that is exactly what it tries to do. It tries to make you feel that you're something you're not. It tries to harness your energy and manipulate it to a point where it's non-existent, and it makes you go back into your memories. Some of the things I live with daily. It's a fascinating thing when I think about it, because if you think on a plausibility, who created that way for me to get back? Was it a creature, a mermaid, an animal? Was it Mother Gaia helping me? Was it life, an angel? Was it my own creation? Was it any of the possibilities? I love to think that it is the things that we don't know about. And that is one of the stories that always comes back for me. Maybe I haven't healed it. Maybe it needs my attention. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe it's so I could tell you my stories. As the ears start ringing in my ears to confirm that. There's another scenarios that I have experienced along the journey. Not one to that extreme, but many close to it. If you see, you are not alone. If you feel this way, you are not alone if you don't. But I value the time that you take to listen, or it may help someone else. If you see people on the outside who may be the smartest or maybe the most profound or spiritual, it doesn't matter, but we all face those challenges on our road to success or enlightenment or just being a better human being. So many challenges we face. So no one should ever be critical or critiquing others, for one does not know who they are and what they go through. I will probably continue to have these thoughts with this specific memory until such time as I understand why it happened. I look forward to it, and I accept it with open arms and love. And when you heal that, you are no longer afraid of that memory. And with that, peace and love, take care.